He's been awfully good historically at this racetrack. He's finished second twice. Had 2 wins last year driving for Richard Childress Racing. And we have trouble. One car spinning. That is the 77 car that has spun sideways.
Caution is out. Caution's out.
Curtis Davis driving the Kevin Harvick Incorporated car. And the 0 of Eric. All right, let's see if we can see what happened. Riding along with Mike Wallace. Now look way ahead of Mike Wallace on the racetrack. See if we can see. There's the car spinning.
All right, wrecking in front of you. Wrecking in front of you. Good job. Didn't hit him.
Now, how in the world do you see all the smoke plus the glare on the windshield? I don't know how Mike Wallace knew anything was happening in front of him.
I can tell you, just whoever watched Days of Thunder and all that smoke, that's what it looks like, guys. You're coming through that smoke and you're going, hey, is this guy going to slide to the top? He's going to go to the bottom. What's going to happen? And look, they were missing him everywhere just then. Everybody got lucky there. Mike did a heck of a great job getting out of that accident because, boy, it was right dead in front of him. Look at this replay. Okay, take a look at this now. See how close he gets to the 47 of John Wood just for a minute. Rear end popped along. He learned a little something right there, guys.
Sam Valence. And here is Steve Wallace in the Home Life Communities Dodge. Moments ago, watch this action with Juan Pablo Montoya.
I'll tell you what, this is just classic rookie stuff.
Back at California Speedway, NASCAR Busch Series action here at Fontana. We are under yellow for the 3rd time in the afternoon, and the crew members are perched on the wall. That's the reason for the yellow flag. 28-year-old.
As he goes in our turn 3, boy, he couldn't hold on. It just went down on. Must have run over a piece of debris, blew that tire out. And, you know, these cars have got interliners in all 4 tires, but at that angle, on that speed, when you lose that tire, man, even though you got an interliner, there's no control in that car. Those interliners at a place like Daytona or Talladega, if you lose them in the stretch.
To the Indy 500 champ.
But these guys are all over the racetrack. That's good patience. I like that a lot.
Oh, and here's Steve Wallace over in turn 2. His car has come around. The Home Life Communities Dodge has come to a red.
You're clear low, clear low. We'll get back up there. I got a smoke right here in front of him. Slow down, back it down, back it down, back it down. Back it down, low, low, low. Come low.
That's from Kenny Wallace's onboard camera. And again, looking across toward turn 2. And Steve did a nice job of getting the brakes and getting the car halted before it got into some contact with the wall. One more angle. Look across the racetrack.
Tell you what, this almost reminds me of what we saw with Carl Edwards. Barely missed the wall in qualifying by about an inch. How do you do that running that fast? You know, he dropped back about 4 positions.
No room, that's for sure.
I thought I gave him room. I thought he turned down into me.
Back at California Speedway, heavy contact here brings out caution for the 5th time.
Now let's take a look at it because big crash. Okay.
That's Kenny Wallace, the 25 car in the middle between these 2 cars, 38 and 42.
Oh, hard. That's a hard lick right there. Saw the whole car come off the ground, back wheels.
So contact from behind by the 25 car, and the 38 just abruptly spins right across the racetrack in front of Juan Pablo Montoya. Okay, let's watch and listen.
Still outside. Still there. Still there. You all right, buddy? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, it looks like Jason Leffler thought he was clear, came up, just not quite clear. Kenny Wallace, and boy, that's a hard impact.
Man, I tell you, when you get turned in a wall like that, that's unreal because he just didn't clear Kenny. He thought he had it cleared. And you know what? Who's that a hit on? Is that a hit on the sponsor or the spotter? Because these drivers, just with these carbon fiber seats and all this stuff, they can't see the right rear corner enough to move over. I don't know. I hate placing blame on anybody on that one, but it was for sure that he just didn't have Kenny Wallace cleared.
At about 4 or 5 inches, and he would have had him cleared. And you heard Jason Leffler a moment ago say, I thought I had enough room. Okay, watch the left side of your picture. Watch him come into frame. There's the touch. Oh, and the whole back of the car comes up off the racetrack as he goes head first into that concrete wall.
Yeah, Jerry, that's
A few laps ago. Now watch the 38 car of Jason Leffler. Just gets nudged by the 25. Boom, right into the wall, head on. The back of the car comes up in the air, and poor Juan Pablo Montoya had nowhere to go. Jamie Little?
That's right, and both drivers have been released.
Car in line, Joe Nemechek was the first car off of pit road as the green flag is waved once again by Kevin Moss. Whoa, car spinning. That's Bobby Hamilton Jr. right side of your screen on the restart across the grass in the Ed Renzi car. The McDonald's drive through, and he will drive through the grass. And whoop, he was passing another car and got hit.
It looks like he got tagged by Kyle Krisloff in the 14 car. Tell you, on these restarts, it's a really tough deal. A lot of guys don't get up to speed. Some get going quicker than others. A lot of times it causes problems like this.
Go low, go low, go low. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. You're cleared, you're cleared, you're cleared.
All right, that was the spotter talking to Kenny Wallace, who's driving. Watch Harvick even have his troubles.
Well, his car got really loose in the corner, and he had to go up and catch the car and lost not one spot, but
here for the 7th time. Here, let's watch the 15 car was slowing down on the racetrack, and smoke coming out of the back of the Menard Chevy for Paul Menard.
We saw him earlier really slow. We talked about him slowing down, but evidently he was losing a cylinder, either a push rod or a valve spring went disarray, something like that. So he's lost a cylinder, and finally the engine finally exploded, and that's what brought it out.
And that was the 7 car of Mike Wallace in the Geico Chevy. Apparently got into some fluid or something. Watch him on the inside and tried to stay down out of the fluid, turned the car down, and just around it came.
Jerry, it looks like he had a run on the 47 car of John Wood and got down low below the racetrack and just ran out of real estate. He got below the line, and just talk about these push engines. They make about 750 horsepower. Look at that little nudge in the back. Oh, Sam Hornish loses it. Gosh, he's had such a great day, guys, for it to go disarray right at the very end. You know, I want to take a look at this replay and see what happens, because
You okay, Sam?
he might have.
Watch again, see if we can see what happened to Sam.
I tell you what, that is just what we've been talking about, losing your downforce. You drive in alongside of a car, and then airflow doesn't come down the side and get to the rear spoiler, you get loose. You know, Sam learned that earlier off at Exeter Turn 2. And now he's paid the price again on the entry of Turn 1.
yeah, that's one of the problems that these guys driving these different race cars, driving these open wheel cars and in these stock cars, they have to learn the different characteristics of the aero.
And we've seen that a lot today. This is a speedway where you've got so much entry speed, 200 miles an hour going into one. And if you don't give yourself, Andy, about 4 foot of room so that air can flow down to the car and get to that rear spoiler, you pay the price that Sam Hornish has paid.
White flag now, this time by for Matt Kenseth, and the white is in the air.
White flag there, white flag. The 47 should go to the top.
Kenseth trying to hang on, and Mears is really trying to close here on the final lap. A little smoke out of the backside of the 17 car.
Yeah, we've seen that out of that 17 car all day. He's got a little bit of a tire rub. He's got a half a lap to go to get it done.
Casey Mears has finished second here in 2004. Matt Kenseth was tied with the 16 car of Greg Biffle for 3 wins at California Speedway. He comes out of turn 4, and Matt Kenseth picks up his 4th career win at California Speedway.